Hey guys, I've been waiting on this setup now for a fair while, nearly 40 or 50 minutes. Um, just to do a live practical trade, I guess, and how long sometimes it takes. I mean, this could go along here for another hour or 2 hours or another 5 minutes. You just don't know. The way the RSI and the CCI are looking, they're very flat, but they're staying up at the over. Excuse me. I've been cleaning the shed and I'm full of dust at the oversold area. So I'm just going to pause this and I'll come back if it looks like it's going to be anything. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 2 hours, who knows. But that's what it takes sometimes. And if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Because the way I look at it, and now I know everything's different in every different part of the world, but here in Australia, if you can get around the $200 a day mark, that's around about the average weekly wage, I think. So around about $1,000 a week is approximately what most normal people strive to earn. So I look at this: if I spend 8 hours and make $200, not even really working hard, just waiting on this, then I've made my day's wages, haven't I? So sometimes that's the way you've got to look at it, and not think that you've got to get a trade every 15 to 20 minutes in, if you know what I mean. So if you're confident enough in what you're doing, whether it's Forex or binary, and you plonk 100, 200, 500, 1,000, whatever it is on the trades. I mean, I have one friend who puts $1,000 on every trade. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm not at that point yet, but he doesn't lose very often, and I've been talking to him about FX. He doesn't really know much about it. He just does binary as well. But he could, if he put his mind to it, I'm sure he could make a fortune on Forex. I'm digressing, so I'll stop. I have a tendency to rant on a bit when I'm doing these videos. And if something happens, I'll come back and I'll show you the trade. Cheers. It's one on USD Chef that just popped. Put in for 30. Oh crap, only $5. Anyway, we'll just leave it at that. I won't do another one because it's already kicked off. It wasn't quite popped inside the channel, but it had broken it back here, pulled back, come back down in here again, and it's closed. Very minuscule outside. If you remember when I showed you a video this morning and I said I would have taken another trade just a touch outside, that's about my limit, that there. So probably glad I only put $5 on that, because normally I wouldn't want to do that. But also USD Chef doesn't move too much in the Asian session either, so but the channels are pretty close together, so I'm not really sure if this will be a win anyway, so we're probably lucky I put $5 on it. I'll come back when, what were we looking at? The Aussie US. Still just plodding along sideways, so it's the EU looks like it's about to turn, but I won't get involved in that because I don't want it, because it hasn't even touched into the channels. It will probably come down and be a nice win, but I'm not getting involved in it. And here's another one that looks like it could be a good. Now, this could be a really good setup, this one, because the price has moved well outside the bands. RSI is broken and is outside the on the other side of the 70. If you can see that, I'll pull in a bit closer so you can see it. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually did break the band. It's just sitting right on top of it now. That'll be another good one to watch. and as we can see, the trend's turning. Put my moving average up and show you. Still technically on a down, but as you can see, it's flattening out here. So that's getting ready to turn, I'd say. I'll come back and check it out. I still want to grab this Aussie US, but not yet. Alright, we're back again. The EU's popped the arrow, but I'm not going to go into that one because it didn't touch the bands. But on the AU, we're just waiting to see if it paints. And New Zealand hasn't got a destroyer arrow yet. New Zealand US dollar. If that one goes, I can almost... There's no such thing as 100%, but that is a beautiful setup that's happening here. Just a little bit with a hook on the RSI. So it might just bounce around a bit longer yet, to be quite honest. But I will jump in on this if this stays. Got 2 minutes to go, so I'll come back in 2 minutes. Well, it's looking like it's going to paint. So see how that's still. It's a little green candle. I think that's going to come back up again. So, and I'll just quickly look at New Zealand. See how that's still popping around green. That might. Who knows what that might do? But we're not interested in that right now. This is what we're interested in. Just wait now for it to kick into the next candle. Come on, kick into the next candle. Oh, my platform's frozen. There we go. Didn't get the best entry, but I wasn't doing it until I knew that it was moving again. So hopefully that'll be alright. Stupid platform. Everything here is saying that it's should be okay. It's on the down. It's on the down. Entry filter's red. Kicked it for 30. In all honesty, if that jiggles back up here again, I might just grab a better entry. So, the US chef's still doing alright. So, alright, well you've seen me how I go about it now. As I said, when I first started looking at this, as you know, the channel's paint. This channel was actually about here somewhere, in this big candle here. So I've waited for pretty much 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, approximately 85 to 90 minutes to get this trade on. So, gives you an idea. It's an hour and a half approximately I've waited to get this trade on. And I'm not 100% happy with that entry price either. Because the platform froze. We missed a good entry. But hopefully that it will be okay. Just quickly one more look at NZ. Still nothing. And oh, look out, NZ just popped. Here we go. Alright, I'll come back in 2 minutes and I want to get on this one, that's for sure. Okay, 10 seconds to go and we get in. I'm not waiting for the thing that's frozen again, so I'm just in, and there we go. And popped a little bit, but this win-lose, I'm not even going to worry about it because this is what I normally would do. This to me is the best setup you can get. It's hooked a little bit, 30 minutes. In fact, I'm going to take one for an hour as well because it is a little bit of an up. Is it or not? Yep. No. No, I'll just leave it. One trade's enough. I already had some good wins today. So, but I've got 1, 2 wins there. And I've got 2 on, 3 on. One's not worrying about it because it's only $5, the other 2. Okay, well, I'll pause it. Come back when they've expired. Well, it's retraced back up, turning into an uptrend. We're going to get burnt on this one, and I put my supply and demand up to figure out where the resistance points are on this too, because it's going up too. So all these 3 trades are going to lose, but that's part of binary. I'll grab them back when they come back down. Not much you can do about it. It met all my conditions, so you take the trade, and today it's just not happened for me, but hopefully I can get it on the second resistance and at least get my money back. But like I said, I don't win every trade, but so far over the last 3 weeks doing this is the most I've had losing in one day. So I will just pause it. I've surrendered these 3 trades. I'm now looking to get in on the next ones, so I'll leave it and see if I can get that before the video runs out. Alright, I got a heap of demo trades on as well. Coming back for the second time around. Plus, I put a couple of hour trades on and 30-minute trades. They're going alright at the moment. I didn't get any arrows, but it's hit the resistance. And I'm going to pause it, and I probably won't be able to show you the end of it. I'll just come and show you that they won, because I've got to go and pick up my kids and go shopping and stuff, and these will finish before I get back. So I'll just pause it. If you try and memorize where everything was, I don't doctor anything. I don't crap on. If it loses, it loses. I'm here to try and help you. I'm not here to try and say I'm the greatest trader in the world, because I have losses. Even if all these trades come in, I'm still going to be $50 down. But we try our best to keep our losses to a minimum. I've extended myself a little bit, but I've got a fair bit in this account, so it should be alright. And I'll come back and show you them when I finish, because I really do have to go out. So I'll talk to you in about an hour and a half, guys. See ya. It's been about 40 minutes. Maybe not quite that long. Some of these here are finished. This is my demo account. Back over here, let's have a look and see how my live trades went. That was from before. And the 2-hour ones are still going. 2 half-an-hour ones have won. And as you can see, I've still got 2 more to run for another 30 minutes. So today, so far, this morning I've got 1, 2, 3 wins, 2 losses, 3 losses, 3 wins, 3 losses, 4 wins, 5 wins, 3 losses, and if those 2 come in, I will be in front, but so that will be if they all come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll end up being 7-3 hopefully. And if that happens, good and well. But it's not that good. So hopefully my London session will be better tonight. New Zealand's just dropped out a bit. I nearly had its tape, so I'm going to pause it and I'll try and